Okay, guys, so we are back. And this time around, we're going to talk about Rob Kardashian, right? Because there's a report out from The Sun. What they're saying is that he purchased a mansion to the tune of $21.7 million. And that's a Hidden Hills mansion. They're all now in Hidden Hills after his mom, Kris Jenner, leaves him homeless by selling her property. So Kris Jenner sold, that famous Kardashian house. It is said that that is where Rob was staying. So they have finally sold the house. If you guys remember, we spoke about it last year when it is said that Kris Jenner had finally decided that she was going to give up that house. So because Rob was still living there, Rob now had to purchase his new home. And it is said that the Kardashians, that's what they're saying, the Kardashians have spent over $21 million buying Rob Kardashian a new home. But the Swish mansion was bought using an LLC connected to the family business manager, Lou Taylor, and her firm, TriStar. Now, you guys know why a lot of people would be questioning this purchase and why a lot of people would be saying, well, this is giving suspicion. Some people are even saying the same thing that Ray J said, which has landed a lawsuit against Ray J. But if you guys have been keeping up over here, you guys would remember that I also shared with you guys back in 2022, if it's not late 2022, it was early 2023 that I shared with you guys that Chloe got a mortgage from Lou Taylor as well. And a lot of people were alleging that, seems to be some kind of laundering situation going on here. That's what many people were alleging. So with Rob buying this mega mansion and the LLC is TriStar, which is Lou Taylor, you know that it is piquing people's interest once again. Now let's talk some more about the report, because Lou Taylor loves to come for people. Even some of who are talking about her, she has been on their cases. I don't know. Anything you say, she loves to object, right? And again, even though she say, I think, if I'm correct, she allegedly said she had nothing to do with Britney Spears' conservatorship. I don't know how she's so bold and brave to say that when there are numerous reports and stuff saying that she was at the helm of Britney's conservatorship. Now, the new home features 6 bedrooms and 10 bathrooms, is situated in the exclusive celeb enclave of Hidden Hills, Los Angeles, just a short walk from the 2 family members he is closest to, sister Khloe Kardashian and mom Kris Jenner. So they're all huddling together, Now, so they're saying it sold for $21,650,000 in November of 2024. So what? Okay, so I'm just checking my sources here, guys, because I want to ensure that I have my information correct. I do have my information correct, but I have so many questions and so many, who's gonna tag Ray J? Someone needs to tag Ray J. Who is Lou Taylor connected to again? She has connections with Diddy, right? Rich people, the things they do for wealth. The things that they do for wealth. I want to say some stuff, but I'm just asking the Lord to guide my lips so I can bite my tongue. So you see those gaps in the videos? Read between the lines, right? So he bought the house for $21 million. Okay. Now in 2024, the house was sold for $21,650,000 to whom back in 2024? I don't know, because Rob recently bought this house and it wasn't in 2024 that he bought the house. Anywho, they're saying that the purchase comes at a steep price as a mortgage was taken out with Smart Bank for $14,072,500, which would cost a mammoth of $107,000 a month, including property taxes. But when they have a mortgage paying, they get a reduction on the property tax. Yeah, that's how it works in California. Now, Rob had been living in the original Keeping Up with the Kardashian family home owned by Mama J. Kris, but moved out before she listed it for sale for $13.5 million in February this year with Tomer Friedman of Christie Real Estate. So when they say February this year, they're talking about February of 2025 because this article was released in exactly on December 25th, 2025. Ooh. Red flags, red flags, red flags, red flags. I just have questions. That are the red flags for me. I just have questions. So, they're saying while the home has been vacant, it still remains on the market as it struggles to get any bids at the steep asking price. So they're talking about the Keeping Up with the Kardashian house. They have been telling Kris to drop the price, and Kris Jenner is saying, no, she's not going to drop the price, right? They're saying the house is not worth the money, but what Kris Jenner is using to sell it is the history that the house holds, okay? And they did some pretty pricey renovations on it, so that too plays a part. Now, they're saying an Instagram photo shows that a family party was recently held at the new villa, and it's the only time this year that notoriously Private Rob has posted on social media. It would appear that Kris is likely purchaser of her son's new abode, but there is a twist. Khloe is said to be incredibly tight with Rob and Dream, with the pair reportedly living occasionally in a wing on Khloe's home. I think this was definitely Kris Jenner's purchase because the home was purchased through Lou Taylor's LLC. So I do believe it's Kris Jenner's purchase, but I also believe that it is Rob Kardashian's home. And I believe that this could be the reason why Rob and China might not be going any further. This could very much be the reason, right? Whew. This is quite a lot to take in. It's not a big deal, but for those who knows that it's quite a lot to take in. Walking chalk lines. Now they're saying in September of this year, Khloe took out a $14,875,900 home loan on her 9-bed, 12-bath property with Pinnacle Bank. Oh, so she has completed her. So it seems as though Chloe has paid off the previous mortgage that she took out through Lou Taylor, because they're saying in September, which is September of 2025, even though I'm reading it saying September of this year. Remember, the article was posted in December, so it would be September 2025. Chloe took out a mortgage of $14,875,900 home loan on her 9-bed, 12-bath property with Pinnacle. These mega mansions. Now, they're saying this is a similar price tag. This is a similar price to the mortgage on Rob's new home. It would be a generous gesture for any sister considering the FT repayment, but Chloe would still own the desirable asset if she did, in fact, contribute financially. Okay, so this is a unified effort purchase, it seems, and hence why they're using the terminology, the Kardashians have purchased this mansion. Why would the Kardashian come together to make this purchase for Rob? I don't think it's entirely a gift to Rob. I do believe that they came together to purchase this house, because when you have a mortgage repaying, if the mortgage is tied to your name, you get tax cut, tax deduction, and you get property tax break and stuff. So this might be the reason why they came together, right? The rich will be getting richer. Now, they're saying in addition to the 6-bedroom, 10-bathroom home, the 2-acre property features a variety of luxury amenities. Sweeping views of rolling green hills and mountains can be seen from most angles of the 15-square-foot home. The private estate that sits in a newer cul-de-sac of custom homes features a 10-car garage, a gorgeous chef kitchen, comes with 2 large marble islands that look over the adjoining great room. So it's a mega mansion. It's a luxurious home. They're saying separately sits a spacious formal dining room with a refrigerated wine cellar, a butler's pantry, and an entertainer's lounge with a wet bar. So that house was built to entertain. Wet bar for these homes are like one of the best ideas ever. I love a wet bar when it comes to mansion. And I believe if you have a pretty decent house and you love to entertain, I think a wet bar is really the way to go. Now, the family can relax in their custom home theater or put in some work in the large custom office or the gym spa with a full bath and steam shower. There's also a big game room and a massive playroom for all the little tots in the family, in addition to each bedroom being en suite with its own bathroom. Each also includes its own terrace balcony. Now, honey, that's what you call luxury. That is what you call treating your guests to an experience. They go into the backyard. What the backyard has, they have pool, spa with laminar water, LED light, barbecue area for outdoor dining. It has additional amenities like reverse osmosis water system. Wow. Reverse osmosis water system, gas-powered backup generator. Even though this is typical Hidden Hills home style, it's really pretty much typical Hidden Hills home style. So it has typical stuff: camera system, security system, recording system, tankless water heater. No one wants that tank water heater. There's so many questions and there's so many things that I want to say, but I think it's becoming more and more evident why they have a lawsuit against Ray J. I think it's becoming more and more evident. And I'm going to leave it at that. But I can't wait for Ray J to win that lawsuit against them though, because I think that is pretty insidious. You know, you team up with someone to release a sex tape and then you lied on this man for 2 decades, according to Ray J. And then when Ray J speaks out, he's a problem and you want to sue him, all because Ray J said it is you and your family who should be investigated for racketeering. Look at us now, right? But anywho, guys, for those of who gets it. That's all I have to say in this video. And that's all I have to share in this video with you guys. Peace.